Hi, welcome back to another episode of Fate Extra. This is episode 8. Last time, we murdered Shinji real good. Just as before, my name is listed next to another on a sheet on a bulletin board. My name is listed first, and then... Master Dan Blackmore, Battleground, the second Chimeric Lunar Sea. So you are the one who will be my next opponent. An elderly gentleman is standing next to me. His hair is pure white, and his face weathered with the marks of aging. But though he's clearly aged, he doesn't seem the least bit frail. If I had to describe the way he wore his years, I'd say it was like a tree's rings. His scars have become a solid core and tough bark. It is impossible to see his age as a weakness. You're green. Whatever you may think, you lack experience. Sorry bro, you're green. That you would have let your opponent's appearance shake your resolve is proof enough of your inexperience. And your eyes. They are lost. You are beyond hopeless. Entering the battlefield in that state will prove disastrous. Okay, harsh. He is a seasoned warrior, prepared to die should orders dictate it. Fighting this master will force you to refine your crude fighting skills, willing or not. She doesn't mention how outclassed I am here. She probably believes she can overcome my weakness. Personally, I'm not so optimistic. In terms of battle prowess, I lack not only strength, but drive. Like Dan said, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm fighting for, and there's an obvious handicap. But for my reasons to have been so easily cast aside, just how strong could they have been? After my opponent is revealed, I recall something. I think of the girl who gave me advice when I didn't know left from right. Ren Tosaka. Maybe she's on the rooftop again. I should check later to see if she's there. So, second round, we're already on our way to getting our ass beat. We don't know anything about his serving yet. Yeah, so the first match with Shinji seems like it was mostly built around explaining the game mechanics, making sure you knew the basics of how to fight, whereas this one is instantly pushing you up against, like, an ideological barrier. Like, Dan's got something he's fighting for. We're mostly just doing it to continue not dying, which, in my opinion, good enough reason, but I understand the want for more. I should have saved there. I don't know why I didn't, but oh well. I don't think it's going to be that tough to have a good time. I'm so glad I'm not you right now, Kimberly. Ah, damn, does everyone else know who... Well, I guess we don't all remember, that's fair, but it seems like cheating that everyone else knows what's up. There's way too much war left. I'm always saying that. That black light must be a protocol strong enough to erode that digital brain of the master it touches. Oh, the thing that hit Shinji. I think it's going to be fucked up seeing less and less people throughout the school as this goes on. That's like that feels like a very... Well, of course it's intentional, but like that's just a very good way of setting the mood and how fucked up this all is. Because these are kids that are just dying and killing people. I assume we're not going to be able to look up information in the library just yet. Oh, it's the trigger guy. Ew, they died because of a stupid reason, as opposed to our very good reasons for dying. I think we're just gonna head up to the roof. After checking on Issei. Issei's great. Win or be defeated. Interesting. Sucks to suck. One more check of the AV room. This is the multimedia room. Good to know. I think we're just gonna go up to Tosuka. Not really. I don't really think we have anything else to fuck around with. So let's just talk to her. I heard about your opponent in the second round. He's a decorated soldier, although I believe he's retired now. He's a sniper from a kingdom that is allied, whether they want it to or not, with the Harway plutocracy. Things like crawling over a mile or sniping an enemy commander are par for the course for him. That fucking sucks. Get it? He's of a completely different caliber than your first round opponent. Sheesh, you really are pathetic. Your memories haven't returned, and you're weak on top of that. I don't want to preach, but without memories, without your reason to fight, you're dead in the water. The ratio of put down to advice is kind of wonky there. I do get that Rin says I have a handicap. This is just how she is. It's perfect. I love her. The Holy Grail is won by individual motivation. Only soldiers fight solely out of obligation. For the rest of us, we need to keep our eyes on a prize. You're not a strong-willed person or a soldier. By now, you should know that's a weakness. We're enemies and she's still helping us. That's just how she is. She's wonderful. Even if you got the strongest noble phantasm out there, he'll still make quick work of you. What's that confused look for? I'm talking about noble phantasms. Don't tell me you don't know. Yeah, my servant doesn't know shit. It's like King Arthur's Excalibur. A noble phantasm is a power that makes your servant powerful, or something. Makes my servant a servant. I do believe my questions rendered Rin Tosuka speechless. You don't have a noble phantasm? That would mean you aren't making full use of your servant's powers, and yet you defeated Eldrock? And here I thought you'd relied on a really potent noble phantasm to defeat Eldrock. I might have to rethink my opinion of you. But more and more, I'm getting that feeling that something's very off about you. I mean, your memories didn't return after prelims, and you can't use your noble phantasm either. You're a troublesome individual, you know that. Maybe a bug damaged your personal data when you exited the prelims? Possibly your magic circuit isn't functioning right. In any case, you have to fix the issue. Meanwhile, you better keep using your servant and updating their alteration of the soul. You may be able to use their noble phantasm if you strengthen your bond with your servant. The Seraph is supposed to treat as the Seraph, so you can't use your noble phantasm. It will take corrective action. One more thing. Defeating an enemy isn't an invitation to forget that the enemy ever existed. It's helpful to know about who you fought, so take the time to look over your matrix. Already did that, boss. So, the one thing we've got looking out for us is we're fighting an old-ass dude. This man, not a hacker, not a pro hacker like Shinji. I think we're gonna kick his ass. He's gonna forget how, he's gonna accidentally log out mid-fight, and we can just kick his butt. That's right, this proud woman is a servant, one just as capable of displaying incredible powers. Now that I'm a master, of course I can't avoid my curiosity about this noble phantasm thing. A noble phantasm is the symbol of a legendary soul. If used, it will disclose my identity. It will be usable in time, but it should not be exposed on Small Fry in the first round. Yes, a need to use it will arrive. Anticipation will sweeten the day it is finally revealed. I understand how a great warrior's tactics and tools could telegraph their identity to a wise master. It will be most advantageous if I wait as long as possible to use the noble phantasm. The computer beeps, which ends the conversation for now. I'll learn Saber's identity in due time. She says I'll know eventually, so I don't think it's right for me to keep questioning. The primary cipher key has been generated. A trial, huh? Right, if I don't acquire both triggers, I won't be able to enter the battle. Our task has been laid before us. Completing it is a more worthwhile task than Noble Phantasm's blather. Alright. We're just gonna check in the nurse's office, get our healing item from Sakura! Here you go, Kimberly. Healing supplies. I wish you the best of luck this week, too. Oh, she's wonderful. I do still think it's fucked up that Shinji's a real person. She is, like, a NPC. That feels so weird to me. But, We're chilling. I have. Don't worry about it. Are these is this the boyfriend and girlfriend? Or... It really doesn't seem like it. They're in the same place, right? But, okay. I feel a presence near the entrance of the arena and crouch down almost instinctively. It is the old man I've spoken to earlier, Dan, with his servant more than likely by his side. I've just learned the identity of our next opponent. Though young, they did survive the first round. So be on your guard always, and I will not tolerate you acting solely on your gut feelings. Yeah, I get it. I don't care who our opponent is. My only goal is their death. And anyway, they've already killed once, have they not? Anyone who made it through the first round is worthy of a little respect, or is that just me? Your arrogance will be the death of us. I need you to obey my commands if we are to survive. He's literally saying, don't underestimate me, dipshit. No more acting on your own like the first round. Winning battles is meaningless if we lose the war. Do you understand me? I will not tolerate your insubordination a second time. I got it. Jeez, old man, you can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. It seems the man in green is our next opponent. It appears that he is more bully than soldier. Uncouth though he may be, he has emerged victorious from the first round. That being said, he might be a bit more a source of amusement than an actual threat. Owned. I love Saber's confidence. We got this. No problem. Master, it appears they've already entered the arena. We'll probably encounter them once inside, so be sure you've made all necessary preparations. Hold up a sec. We're just gonna take a quick walk. See if there's anything new to buy. I still really wish there were costumes. I think it would be cute to just change up your outfit a bit. Or your servant's outfit. I know that the sequel, Fate Extra CCC, which isn't translated, but I know everybody's got different outfits in that one. I don't really... I don't know. Cures sounds good. Yeah, I'll grab it. But, luckily there is a fan translation of Fate Extra CCC, even though it was never ported. It's a direct sequel, and the fan translation's like, what, like 90% complete? It's like getting there. I'm also buying a bunch of food. We might get hungry in there. But, yes, I think it'd be safe to have a return crystal. Okay. Anyway, yes, Fate Extra CCC is a game in which I think it's a direct sequel to this, yeah. And anyway, they gave us a status effect thing, so I assume we're gonna be running into a bunch of status effects coming up in this next battle. Would that give a hint? I don't think so, but fuck it. Fate Extra CCC. Oh, I gotta stay on my train of thought. Direct sequel to this game. It looks prettier. Like, it looks nice. The glory of the night-shrouded world and the defiled faceless hero. What is justice, and at the cost of whose pride? Interesting. Very interesting. My goal here, I think will be get to level 20 before the fight. The moment I enter the arena, the very atmosphere sends warning signs. Don't stop. However, I can't bring myself to move. It feels like both my feet have been nailed to the floor. It's almost as if my body and mind have become disconnected, and fear has taken over my basic instincts. I know that I have to get away as quickly as possible. The longer I stay here, the faster that death will come to claim me. What? This area is infused with poison! I like that it inverts everything. To think you try to assault me from the shadows. Such arrogance and an appalling lack of refinement. The sound of Saber voicing her disgust brings me back to reality and frees my previous paralyzed thoughts. I'm okay now. I can move my feet and hands. There's no time for discussion. This must be an aspect of that servant's noble phantasm. I can feel an aura of death, even here. With this kind of noble phantasm, the source of it must be nearby. If we could destroy it, the poison will dissipate. There is only one course of action to be taken. I will destroy this foul trickery with my blade. Okay, yeah, so we are just taking damage. Everything's inverted. This feels like it would be an eyesore if it went on too long. So we're gonna try and hurry through this quickly. But Fate Extra CC, direct sequel, never been translated. A fan translation is like really close to being done. Like I don't know how it's gonna go. I read like a blog post about it a few weeks ago. It was like it's like 90% done. Most of the main story is complete. They've still got to do like the final arc or whatever. But all the battle dialogue, all that type of stuff is finished. Praetor, I feel magic flowing from that tree. It must be the source. Destroy it, and we obliterate the poison. Let us go. Alright, let's go. This is not going great. Okay, yeah, it's hitting both our health and our mana. This sucks. It looks like it's just going point by point, though, so we've got time. Yeah, okay, we have time. Let's just play it safe and get rid of that immediately. Then we can explore freely. There they are. I really hope we don't have to fight them like this. I hear the sound of two voices engaged in conversation at the end of the hall and slowly make my way over. These voices can only belong to two people that I know of. It has to be Dan and his servant. How convenient. I will draw my blade here. Let's hold off. Let's hold off. I restrain the belligerent saber while trying to quiet my breathing. Attacking now would be a bad idea, since I can learn a lot just by listening. What is the meaning of this? What's that? I put up this little barrier so you'd win, boss. Why wait until the elimination battle to take them out? If they drop out now, it'll be an easy victory for us. Who gave you the command to do such a deed? Even scavengers such as vultures that feed upon carrion have at least a single shred of dignity. It's obvious that in the heat of their voices that they disagree. The use of the yew tree is unnecessary for this fight. I thought I forbid it. It seems to me that you lack the most important of traits. Pride. Pride, you say? Sorry, but I just can't see myself seeking something as useless as that. I mean, I'm all for it if that's what you need to win this whole thing. Really, it'd be the best thing in the world if our enemies would just kill themselves in the face of our pride. I'm with this guy. This guy's good. Sorry, I'm not nearly the man you are. I'm just a pragmatist that'll resort to poison if it'll guarantee a kill. I see. Violation of trust, ambushes, betrayal. Those are things you rely on in battle. The servant put up the barrier on his own. It's obvious that there is disagreement about his actions. It appears that those two do not get along. I can empathize with what the old knight is trying to say. There is no sense of beauty in this servant's actions. Also, there are far better poisons he could have used. Dan lowers his voice, although it's hard to determine whether he's doing it so from scorn or disdain. I will not order you to lower this barrier now. However, should you choose to disobey me again. After a somewhat petulant reply of gotcha, the sense of their presence disappears and I sigh in relief. So there is discord between my enemy and his servant. While the differences in ability between us is great, this might be the key to victory in the second round. Very good. Ow. Okay. We're gonna fight this thing, but... Okay, so there's a yew tree, poison, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think we're just gonna kick this creature's ass. We are going to kill Insanity. Harsh. I don't know. How are you doing? It's like 4 a.m. here. I always end up recording these at really weird times. I guess it's just because my sleep schedule's been wonky for a while, but I've mostly just been watching Fate stuff, which is a lot. What else have I been up to? I read the Epic of Gilgamesh recently, for class. That's a good book. It's a good story, I guess. Not really a full book. This must be it. The source of the barrier. The yew tree. Okay, so he's an archer. Magic flows from where the tree towers over the arena. This is so much of it. There's so much of it that those who are unprepared would drown in poison. It is filthy to even look upon, such a vile thing. Fuck yeah. Break that shit. Saber swallows in disgust, and in one swing, her blade slices down the source of the barrier. The destroyed tree vanishes, as if nothing had ever been there. The moment the source of the barrier disappears, so does the pressure and pain crushing my body. But this barrier, we need to watch out for this servant. I leave the area to focus. First, I need more information. We are done. Okay, now we can explore at our own pace. Anyway, yeah. I've been both, I finished Fate Hollow Ataraxia. I also happened to... What else have I started doing? There was another... I started watching Fate Apocrypha, which is weird. I don't think it's very good, but I like a bunch of the characters in it. Which is like, I guess makes it good, but it feels very average. The sound design's awful. Like, the way my speaker setup is, I just have to, like, mute my computer whenever there's a big fight, because it is big crush to hell. I really hate it, but, we're just doing our best. So yeah, we're gonna try and grind to level 20 before the final fight. I don't want to waste all our healing materials, since it's probably best to save them for the second level and stuff, but I'm going to try and stay in the arena as long as possible every round. Okay, so I'm going to explore some of the places we left alone our last time through. I'm absolutely going to go for, like, 100% dungeon stuff finding, since we missed it last time and that was a pain. I've been thinking of reading more of Fate Strange Fake. That's something that seems good. Fate Redline also, although that just seems like something edgy, I guess. Not really super interesting. Oh, I did see the third Heaven's Feel movie, very legally. It was the most legal movie I've ever watched. The most paid for, appropriately found, officially recorded version. It's really good. I think it's gorgeous. I cried during it. It's wonderful. Also recently found out about a sequel to this game called Fate Extella, which is like Dynasty Warriors style. Dynasty Warriors is something I have like no experience with. I played a bit of Hyrule Warriors, but I am so bad at it. Yeah, we're just gonna burn through a bunch of those little ones to keep Saber up to speed. But yeah, I just totally burned through Dynasty Warriors. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I did not burn through Hyrule Warriors. I fell off of that really quickly. Found it really hard to, like, there was like one level, I was like, I don't know, 13 when I played it. I had like a 3DS, was not having a great time. I think it was mostly just that, there was one level, it was like a Goron Mountain thing, I just got totally stuck on. I just could not beat it, and it made me very mad, and so I never played it again. But I would do it for Fate. Also, I would play on an easier difficulty instead of normal, because, like, I know what I'm about now. We're playing this on normal, but I will switch it. I don't think you actually can switch a difficulty now. We might be fucked, but I play most video games on easy, because I know what I'm about. Not made of time. Mostly just chilling. I feel like giving this combat system like a chance to shine was worth it, but earnestly, I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I feel like it could be better. I think they could have found a better combat system to relate to just like the methods of discovery and trying to suss out what your opponent's actions will be than just rock paper scissors. But I don't really know off the top of my head what that could be. So let's just hope for the best. Every time I record these, I've also just been making notes of types of attacks, so I can keep that in my head. So hopefully, as we get more information, we'll be able to better predict some shit. I did miss this though. It's just very nice to walk around with Saber. She's lovely, and also I don't know. I haven't really had a RPG in my life. I've been bouncing around games a lot. I've been playing a lot of Bayonetta. It's hard. I'm not good at it at all. Apparently Bayonetta 2 is way easier, but that's on the Switch and also pretty pricey. So, but I don't know. I want to beat Bayonetta. It's a struggle. I've also been playing some of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, much to M's chagrin, but I think it's goofy. I think it's very funny. There's I think I got like what, an hour into the game before there was a dead wife like puzzle you had to solve, where your dead wife was just like chilling and sitting in like the middle of a saw trap, and you just had to like fucking rescue her by solving a puzzle. I think Belmont's voice is very nice, and I don't know. I think the game's fine. It's very playable. Like it's just easy to zone out while playing that game. But I needed a JRPG in my life. It's been a minute since I've really got into one of these. I tried playing Persona 2 for a while, which is one of my favorite games. Innocent Sin, but I like Eternal Punishment better, but I just wanted to play the first one. But I really feel like I lost my save file for that. I'm really glad it didn't happen for this, but I've been backing up all my data when playing this game and being very careful for these last two recordings, because I got so depressed when I lost my Persona 2 save file, because I have to be very careful with this, because this my computer, my hard drive situation is very low space right now. I've been meaning to buy an extra one, so but for right now, this is an external hard drive that is just very haphazardly plugged in, and if it got unplugged, this entire thing would crash. I mean, it's on a very good PSP that is plugged into my computer so I can record it, but it could crash, and that would be very bad for this Let's Play. But you know what? I'm just following my heart. We're getting more skill points too. I'm excited to see Aoko and Toko again. Oh, I've also been reading Mahayo, the prequel visual novel to about Ayoko as a teen. It's very good. I really like it. It's a lot more recent than Fate and Tsukihime, so like it was like 2012, 2014, I think. So it's very pretty. Like it's got, it has a different main artist instead of Takeuchi, but it is gorgeous, and there's a lot of like really high power special effects work that's just like unbelievably good to look at. I recommend it. It's a bit of a pain to get set up. The translation's like 99% done, but they like aren't going to release it until it's fully done. But there's like a 90% complete version that's out that you can just download. There's like a weird complicated setup method. You need the ISO. You need to run like a Japanese locale emulator, and then you need to boot it with that every single time. But it wasn't super difficult. It was just a bit of a pain. But I do think it's very worth it. I think the music is pretty. I think the visuals are gorgeous, and I think the story's been really good so far. It is very much just further defined themes of Fate and Tsukihime. Like it's just going all in on that. It is very much about like the hegemony, the like way mages. This one's actually from the perspective of like a full mage, in training at least, as opposed to just like Rin's introduction in Fate Stay Night. So it is just very much focused on what it's about and what mages are about, which is not good stuff, but it's good. I like it. Themes are great. I do want to explore more of this dungeon, but we are just going to be grinding for a while. I might just like speed up these grinding sections in the future. Like just press the fast forward button. Don't worry about that. Like that maybe. But I don't know. That also feels uncomfortable to watch. Tell me, I guess. I'll see how I feel. I do love to murder though. And we're getting more healing items as well. I think that's mostly what I've been up to. It's mostly just been bouncing around a bunch of different Fate stuff, not really getting hooked into any actual video games. And schoolwork. School's a pain. I'm not bored of it or anything. It's not like super hard yet, but like, I don't know. Having bad internet, doing all online classes and stuff. I'm fine. I'll make it through. Thing is, I don't really think we have a... We'll probably just change off of our stuff as we get it. Because right now, we don't really need the status effect thing. I'll probably equip that for the fight. So I'll buy a bunch of healing items beforehand. But yeah, we'll just heal her and do our best. Running low on commentary, if you can't tell, but hopefully I'll have a guest on next time. Brand new one. Yeah, I really will just. I think I will just speed through this. So this really isn't that interesting to watch. I think I will just edit this. So be back in a second when there's dialogue or something. Hi, welcome back. We found the trigger, we leveled up a few times, and we're heading home. I feel our enemy master and servant have clashing views on battle. Your reliance on willpower instead of ability or philosophy really comes in handy for me. Indeed, I entrust myself to that willpower without question, Praetor. Since those two cannot understand each other soul to soul, they rely on faulty words and emotions. So let us exacerbate their ill feelings towards each other, and in doing so, grasp victory. This is really good. I think this owns. Observe those two closely in order to ascertain the differences in their philosophies. Okay, so we missed some treasures, but we'll be back. I think it's Robin Hood. It's just, it looks like Robin Hood. He has a bow. Robin Hood's known for having a yew bow, right? So there's an arrow in the tree. They don't even... I feel like the arrow in the tree would have been a good indication he was an archer, but I don't know. People are just working with what they got. All of a sudden, I hear voices down the hallway. One of them is familiar. It's Leo! Greetings, Sir Dan Blackmore. It is an honor to meet a knight of such renown. That's definitely Leo giving the refined greeting. Leo's servant is at his usual post behind Leo, looming there like a silver shadow. Gawain preserves his silence, so the next voice is not his, but that of the man near Leo. The honor is mine, to meet the Lord Successor of the Harways in a place such as this. Certainly you're not surprised. I am just here to retrieve what is rightfully ours. I am a novice to the battlefield, but my family decided that I was to be the one to go. It's an embarrassing confession to make such to a seasoned knight. The Almighty Grail, the Holy Grail is to be yours? Of course, we Harways must have it under our control, especially if its guardianship is vacant. Something so divine does not belong to the hands of a normal man, but in the embrace of a king. This Holy Grail war is annoying, but what can you do? You speak of the divine right of kings. Yes, I can see that's where you're coming from. Leo's talking to my opponent in the second round, Dan. They know of each other, but it seems like they've never met. Like they're both celebrities. So the Holy Grail is legitimate. To tell the truth, I was rather dubious on the whole. Oh no, I felt unsuitably roused. To think that at this age I would see the honor in questing for the Holy Grail. Of course the Holy Grail is real. To your country most of all. Oh? And how have you arrived at that conclusion? Because of you, Sir Blackmore, you are not only a veteran, but a knight decorated by the Queen. The fact that a man of your rank has been dispatched is proof that the Grail is real. What are you saying, young king? I am just an old soldier. The Queen could not spare a young life for this battle royale, hence I was called upon. You're close to the Queen, so you must have heard her displeasure at a certain allied organization. Oh fuck yeah, we're getting into organizations. Well, the Queen's intentions do not reach a simple soldier's ears. Ah, I see. I beg your pardon. I shall take my leave. Let us be off, Gawain. I think it's very good that he's just, like, out. Good for him. It's been a while, Kimberly. Hi, Leo. I think you're nice. I'm gonna kill you. I had heard you passed the first round. Congratulations. Are you ready for the second round? I'd wish you luck, but it's strange. The Black Knight's lance is splintered. No, perhaps he's exchanged it for a sword. If his conviction is no longer what it used to be, then perhaps you have a genuine shot at victory. Leo doesn't elaborate any further before leaving. Dan also left while I wasn't paying any attention. What the heck were they talking about in the first place? The harder I try to understand, the less it makes sense. All I really grasp is that they both really want the Holy Grail. I don't believe there's some magic dream-granting cup out there, but if they're both convinced... I guess we'll just see. Beyond the discord between those two is the evident gap in skill between you and that old knight. Master, let us head to the arena and see what we can do to close the gap between you two. Saber's right. If I don't get my abilities up to par, I don't have a chance at winning. Yeah, I think we'll save. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! We'll murder some people. We'll get real good. And I think we'll level up next time too. Forgot about that. Bye-bye!